Chapter 4.3 Review Dividing Polynomials. Example number A. Dividing using long division. So first of all, we are going to write it in a division form. So we are going to write the dividend, that is 3x squared plus 5x plus 4 inside this symbol. And we are going to write the 3x plus 2 outside. So now we are going to see what we can multiply. So what we can multiply here to this binomial and write here, which can give us 3x squared. So to get 3x squared, we are going to multiply this by x. So we're going to choose x, and we're going to multiply this x with this binomial and write it here. So that's going to be 3x squared plus 2x. And now we are going to change their signs. So when you're going to change their signs, you get here 5 minus 2x, that is 3x, and bring down the 4, you're going to get 3x plus 4. Now our aim is to find or multiply something that gives us 3x. To get 3x, we're going to choose number 1. So we're going to multiply with 1 with this polynomial. So multiply 1 with this polynomial and write it here. So that's going to be 3x plus 2. When you multiply 1 with 3x plus 2, change the sign. 3x and negative 3x cancel. 4 minus 2 is 2. So that's going to be our remainder. Now we are going to use the division algorithm, and if you remember, that was quotient plus remainder over divisor. So that's going to be quotient plus remainder over divisor. So the quotient is this binomial x plus 1 is a quotient. So we're going to write down quotient as x plus 1 plus remainder is 2 divided by divisor, that is x plus 2. So that's going to be your answer. When you divide this 3x squared plus 5x plus 4 divided by 3x plus 2 is this. Question number 1, you're dividing the polynomial 6x squared plus 4x plus 3 by 3x minus 1. When you divide this polynomial, you have to concentrate on the first term. So 6x squared is the one that you want to get when you multiply this polynomial with any number. So you're going to choose carefully a number that gives us 6x squared. So that's why you're going to multiply this by 2x. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. Now going to change the sign. So when you're going to change the sign, 6x squared minus 6x squared cancel. And you're going to get 4x plus 2x, that's 6x. Bring down the 3 and you're going to get 6x plus 3. Now you're going to choose a number that gives us 6x when you multiply with this polynomial. So that number should be 2 because 2 times 3x is 6x. So 2 times 3x is 6x, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Change their signs. 6x, negative 6x cancel. 3 plus 2 is 5. The bottom number is a remainder. The top number is going to be your quotient, and this 3x minus 1 is going to be divisor. So divisor, quotient, and remainder. And now you're going to write down into the algorithm. So that's going to be quotient, which is 2x plus 2 plus remainder, that's 5, divided by divisor, that is 3x minus 1. So when you divide 6x squared plus 4x plus 3 by 3x minus 1, then you're going to get this expression as your answer. Question number 2, dividing using long division. First of all, we are going to write that into a division format. So we are going to write it 2x cubed plus 5x squared plus 7x plus 6. And we're going to divide it by x squared plus x plus 2. Just remember and recall, if the polynomial is not complete, for example, you start from 3 and then 2 and then 1 and then no x. If there is anything missing in between, then you have to insert the 0 for the missing term. But in this case, that we don't have to worry about, this equation or polynomial is complete. Now we are going to divide this. We want to get 2x cubed, and we have to decide what we multiply with this polynomial so that the front number should be 2x cubed. I taught you that you can just decide by looking at it, but you can also do this step to find out which number we can multiply it. So you can do the step, you can divide the 2x cubed, the first term of the polynomial, with the first term of the divisor, 2x cubed by x squared. And what you left with, which is x cubed divided by x squared, is 1x left. So that is 2x is the term that is left. So that helps us decide what number we can multiply it. Again, to make sure that we are choosing a right number, you're going to divide the first term by the first term. So 2x cubed divided by x squared is 2x. So we should multiply it by 2x. So when you multiply 2x by this polynomial, you get 2x times x squared is 2x cubed, 2x times x is 2x squared, and 2x times 2 is 4x. Change their signs, 2x cubed cancel, and on the bottom you're left with 5x squared minus 2x squared is 3x squared, 7x minus 4x is 3x, plus 6 that you're going to bring down. Now you want to decide the next number that you want to multiply to get 3x squared is going to be 3x squared divided by x squared. So the next number should be 3. So we should multiply by 3. So when you multiply 3 by this polynomial, you're going to write it underneath here. Now you have 3 that you multiplied with x squared, you got 3x squared, 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 2 is 6. Change their signs and everything you can see get cancelled, and you get the remainder 0. Once you get the remainder 0, you already know that this polynomial is divisible by this polynomial completely. Completely means that this polynomial that we use as divisor is a factor of this polynomial. That's why it divided it completely. For example, if you have 12, so if you have 12 and you're dividing it by 4, and it divided it completely. That's why you get 0. So it means 4 is a factor of 12 as well as 3 is a factor of 12. We don't need this, so I'm going to just erase it. I just put it in so that I can give you a clear understanding. Next is question number 3, dividing long division. 6x cubed plus 13x squared plus 8x plus 5 divided by 3x plus 5. So again, first of all, we are going to write this polynomial inside, and what we're going to divide with 3x plus 5 outside. So step number 1, we can decide what number we are going to choose to multiply is dividing 6x cubed by 3x. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, x cubed divided by x is x squared. So the first number that we want to multiply is 2x squared. When you multiply with 3x, you get 6x cubed. 2x squared times 5 is 10x squared. Change their signs. 6x cubed and 6x cubed cancel. 13 minus 10 is 3x squared. Bring down the 8x. So you get 3x squared plus 8x. Next, you're going to choose for step number 2. What number you're going to choose is depends on first term divided by first term here. So 3x squared divided by 3x, and that's going to be just x. So the next number you're going to choose is x. X times 3x, 3x squared, x times 5, just 5. And change the sign. 3x squared cancel. 8x minus 5x is 3x. Bring down the 5, you get 3x plus 5. In this case, it's so obvious to get 3x that we're going to multiply it by 1. So just choose 1 here. 1 times 3x is 3x. 1 times 5 is 5. Change the sign, you get remainder as 0. If the remainder is 0, it means that this 3x plus 5 is a factor of this polynomial. That's why it divided it completely. Whenever the factor or polynomial is divisible by completely by the factor, then the formula is going to be dividend equals quotient times divisor. So dividend, which is 6x cubed plus 13x squared plus 8x plus 5 equals quotient. Quotient is 2x squared plus x plus 1 times divisor, and divisor is 3x plus 5. You can think about this problem as if you're dividing the 12 by 4, and once you see that 4 is dividing the dividend completely, this means that the dividend, which is 12, has two factor, that is 4 times 3, quotient times remainder. So dividend, which is 12, has two factors, 4 and 3. 4 is a quotient, 3 is a quotient, 3 is a quotient, 4 is a divisor. Similarly, this dividend is divisible by this factor completely. So this dividend has two factors, quotient times divisor.